escalated.
of the day. Bill taking over college team, UNC. How do you see him adapting?
Bill's a great coach, and I'm happy for him, and I think he's going to do a great job in whatever he does. Like, he did a great job announcing, did he not? I thought it was very entertaining.
Is there any chance of you joining him?
I'm not thinking about that at all. We got 4 games left, and if I were to put my attention to something other than my guys and what we have to do in these last 4 games, that's not fair to them.
Were you surprised?
I mean, look, I swear, I haven't been thinking about it much.
I
knew it was going to be...
You know what I mean? Just like your immediate gut reaction, whatever it was.
Yeah. My first thought was, hey, my college coach, Dave Petromala's there. That was my first thought. I was like, oh, that's awesome. He gets to see his friend all day.
Yeah.
So that's good. I'm happy for them.
They have a relationship, right?
Yeah.
Petromala.
Yeah. So that was the first thing I thought of, and because I love Petro.
Yeah.
Petro was, guy that helped me become a man, other than my father. It was a great opportunity for him to go to North Carolina, and his sons were there when he went there, so it was great.
Yeah.
Is there anything new you learned about your defense or the corners as you self-scouted in the bye?
No, because we do, it's not like you hit the bye, you do a self-scout.
Right.
Like, you're keeping track of everything as the season's going on, so no new surprises.
What are you hoping to learn over the last 4 games?
Our resilience, I know we have it, but now I want to see us continue to act on it. Just playing better ball, that's the number one thing. Just can't beat ourselves. There's so many areas to improve in. Right? Just if we were switch the record 10-3, I'd still be saying the same thing. There's so many areas to improve in because as a football team, you always got to get better at something, right? So where are you going to direct your energy? How are you going to get there? And really, what's your goal? Every day, you got to be intentional. I tell the corners that every single day. Every day we come into work, we got to be intentional about something. We got to get better. We need to grow because if we're not growing, we're staying stagnant. Stay stagnant in the NFL, you're going to find out what NFL stands for, not for long. So,
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, no
What
problem.
have you seen from Alex Austin since he's been back?
Alex, unfortunate situation for him, right? Training camp has a good camp, right? Gets his first opportunity versus Jets, ankle, that's not great. Then he's got to take some time off, right? So now we worked on breaking the rust off. I say that was the biggest thing at first. And now, you see him play with confidence when he's actually out there, which is great. And that was a big game for him, that Indy game. And we knew, he was going to do well. He knew he was going to do well. And that's the key, right? These guys' confidence is number one.
I know I've asked you about Gonzo 10 times this year, but
it's good. Keep talking about him. He's a great player.
We're at the time of year, Pro Bowl and All Pro and all that kind of stuff. So give me a pitch. What would be your pitch for Christian with those types of things?
Watch the tape. That's it. Just watch the tape and compare it to everybody else. But again, this is why I love Gonzo. He's not even thinking about that. He's trying to win a game. Yeah. So that, again, speaks to his character and what he's about. It's all about competing and winning.
How much does just his ability to travel with number one receivers, how does that really elevate the entire defense? I know you guys have had other guys in here, Gilmore, those types that have done that too. How much does that help versus maybe a guy that plays zone or plays his side of the field all the time?
So I've talked about that before, but I don't see many guys in the NFL following number ones around, being in single coverage for most of the game. I don't see it. And that's not a knock on anybody else because you can only do what you're being asked to do. And Gonzo does what we ask him to do at a high level. And what I ask him to do is extremely challenging. Yeah. And he's able to come in with a good attitude, a growth mindset, and get better every day. If there's a mistake, he learns from it. It usually doesn't happen again.
Yeah. One of the things I was actually talking to Keon about him, and he said that, him and Keon kind of had that knock in the draft that they were quieter guys, and they weren't, those kind of typical alpha corners that you hear, talking trash, Deion Sanders types. Does that have any weight to you whatsoever? Like when you kind of evaluate guys, and like, you know, how does he kind of make his style work in such a high level?
Yeah, if you have enough breath to talk, probably not playing enough, man. You know, nah, it's just a joke. But
I like that one.
But yeah, no, I mean, you don't need to talk if you got to talk. If you got to talk, that means your play's not doing the talking for you. I'm not saying you can't be excited. I'm not saying that you can't do that. You can obviously do that. Be excited when you make a play. You've worked hard to earn that right to make that play. But at the end of the day, the amount that you talk doesn't mean anything if you can't go out on the field and do it at a consistent level. Because playing corner in the NFL is all about consistency, right? And that, at the end of the day, is all you're looking for from a corner, right? Not how much you could talk. That doesn't matter. Yeah. Going out there and playing football, that's what matters, and getting the job done.
Awesome.
So,
thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Have you seen growth in Marcus Jones
Absolutely.
this year?
Yeah.
And in terms of that consistency and, you know, kind of learning the craft a little bit.
Yeah, no. So he's done a great job since he was a rookie. You know, it's the nuances, right, that he needed to get under his belt, which now I feel like year 3, doing a really good job with that, despite being, you know, injured his second year. I think he's just done a great job with his growth, seeing the game, seeing the big picture, but now taking it the step further and anticipating communication, seeing space, being ready for guys to move, understanding the space that he needs to cover. I think he does a really great job with that, and communicating to his teammates, which at Star is the number one thing that we need to do.
What are your thoughts on Bill taking that job, first of all?
Excuse me. Yeah, excited for him. You know, he's a good coach. You know, just, you know, honestly, just wishing the best. You know, brought me in, taught me a lot of stuff. So I'm sure that, you know, he'll do those kids right.
Were you surprised at all to see him go to the college ranks?
Probably about as surprised as you guys.
So yes.
Yeah, I mean, I knew he'd be coaching, you know, wherever it is. I mean, he's a hell of a coach. He obviously loves it. I mean, everybody see him on there with Peyton Manning, you know, how much knowledge he drops. So he's a great coach, very knowledgeable.
How do you think that coaching translates, just like from the NFL level to the college level to like whatever level? Is it just like coaching at a certain point?
I mean, you're asking the first year coach.
Sure,
so,
fair.
I mean, that's kind of, I couldn't tell you. I mean, you coached as long as he has, you know what I mean? I'm sure he's kind of seen it all, so looking forward to seeing how he does.
How do you think he'll be as a recruiter?
Say it again?
How do you think he'll be as a recruiter? Can you envision him recruiting?
I'm looking forward to seeing it.
All right, man. That's all I got.
No?
Man, I ain't got nothing to
Shit, say no more.
What was maybe one thing that slipped through the cracks for you that you know you'll do the last 4 weeks?
Man, just the amount of time that we get. You know, as a player, you kind of feel like you're in meetings all the time, which you kind of are. But a lot of those meetings, you don't necessarily get to hit everything that you want to get.
Okay.
And I've literally learned a lot from Mike.
Yeah.
Mike and Braun, just as far as, you know, the preparation goes. So, you know, these last month or two has been a lot better for me as far as that. I just want to continue to stay on top of that.
Why don't you talk more about how awesome Mike Pellegrino is?
I think that was it.
One more.
Just build on that real quick. DeMarcus Covington mentioned his communications were kind of an issue. I wonder kind of what goes into that. What were the breakdowns specifically, if you can tell me, and also what goes into fixing that kind of thing? Because it seems like it's been a pretty consistent kind of thing.
Just awareness. You know, awareness, having the urgency to get things out quicker, seeing things quicker. Communication is a big part of that, whether it's just trying to get guys to talk more. Quarterback under, quarterback in the gun, motions, different types of formations. But those are things that we've really been trying to harp on. And I believe that those things are things that will make us play better, play faster, everybody on the same page.
Appreciate you.
No problem.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thanks, Tom. Yep.
How exciting this trip is out to Arizona.
Just a thought.
Big week for us. Gotta go out there, get back on track. So
Trey McBride, all that, right? Big week
Yeah.
for safeties.
and Kyler's a big problem. So we got a lot to deal with. Trey McBride, good receivers, good backs. a good offensive line. We got our hands full, so a lot to work on.
Sounds just like your dad. It's a good job starting off that way and eluding things, and just a thought on him taking the
Oh
job.
yeah, that's right. I did hear something else happen this week. No, really happy for my dad. I mean, he's. I think a lot of people were excited, including him, and it's gonna be fun to watch. And he loves coaching football. It's what he's should be doing, and it's gonna be great. It's really exciting. Really happy for him, and I think we're all excited to watch it.
I think some of the greatest to ever coach have always said that it's just in their blood. Do you get that sense with that's what makes him happy being on that football field?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, he's it's been a part of his life coaching, for 50 years, and before professionally, he's, not that I was there, but he was thinking about it, with his dad, and so it's, yeah, he obviously chose the right profession, and I think we're all happy to see him that he's going to be coaching again. So.
Were you at all surprised that he opted for a college program, or that he entered the college ranks?
I think he, like to the previous question, I think he's loves coaching, and opportunities present themselves, different ways, and he's a hey hi, and he, I think he would love coaching, a number of different things. He'd love coaching lacrosse, I think, if he wasn't coaching football. He'd probably I think he would love teaching if he wasn't coaching sports, that I think it's something he's great at, obviously, and this is the opportunity. I think it's awesome. UNC's great school, football program, exciting fan base, nationally down there. Excited, not that I've, have a lot of background on it, but just, I think people are excited, and that's great.
Yeah, you had a chance to talk to him?
I talked to him last night. Yeah. He's excited. I'm excited.
Sorry to get off topic. Quick defense question. DeMarcus Covington mentioned.
Thank you, please.
DeMarcus Covington mentioned that communication was something that can improve down the stretch, especially against tempo. I'm wondering, where did those issues maybe stem from, and how do you actually go about improving that kind of thing?
I think where did communication stem from on defense? I would say probably stem from the offense. Putting us in pressure-packed situations, quick adjustments, etc. But obviously that's our job, is to deal with it, and we need to get the communication out sooner, and efficiently, cleanly. Need to give communication well, receive it, understand what it means, acknowledge it, so that the person giving it knows that it's been received and everyone's on the same page. And we obviously need to be making the right calls, from usually the people making the calls, so the ones in the middle, the defense, the safeties, and the linebackers, to get everyone on the same page. And that's always the most important thing. We have this is a more polite way of saying it, but we say, even if we're all messed up, we can still be messed up together, like as long as we're on the same page playing the same defense, we're probably going to be all right. So that's always important on defense, and credit to the offense anytime they make you deal with those situations, quick communication, adjustments, etc. But we'll continue to make it hard in practice and keep getting better at it, just like we've been doing all year. It's not like we, aren't trying. And so just like, a lot of other phases of defense, like we're trying to get better at it, keep getting better every day. And, big week for us. We're all expecting to go down there and, play well, and excited for the opportunity to go to Arizona.
So you said you talked to your dad last night?
Mm-hmm.
He was excited?
Yes. Yeah.
There's been some speculation your brother Steve might join his staff. Have you given any consideration to joining your dad's staff at UNC, or is this a situation where you'd like to stay in the NFL and with the Patriots?
I personally, I have my hands full today getting ready for practice out there on the fields. You know, this is an especially big day for us because we're leaving tomorrow. So a lot to talk about today and get straight. You know, like every week in the NFL, there's a lot to talk about dealing with these great offenses week by week. And this week is, obviously no exception. So we have our hands full here, and that's my focus is going to Arizona and getting a win.
How do you think he'll adjust to everything that comes along with college football, NIL, recruitment, younger players, and things like that?
I'm not sure. You got to ask him.
I think most players said their reaction was don't fail a class, don't miss a class when it comes to how they would react to Bill being their coach in college.
I don't know. I mean, he's not there to, teach classes. They're a coach of football. I don't know how it impacts things, but I obviously don't know the, landscape of, top tier college sports like the NFL. I know UNC is a very good academic school, so they probably don't put up with a lot of that stuff. But yeah, I would recommend to any of his players to do what he asks.
How was the coaching bug? How was the coaching bug hit you?
I'm sorry?
How was the coaching bug? We talked about love for what your dad does at 72. How has it hit you when it comes to the love of coaching and what you've learned from it and why you love to do it?
I mean, football and coaching has, given me so much in my life that I'm so unbelievably thankful to have been, given the opportunity to be a part of this game professionally. No matter the level, obviously very fortunate to be at this level, but to be able to, interact with these players, to surround ourselves with, these type of people every day is incredible, and to, be trying to accomplish a goal together, and that's go play good defense, play after play, and, win football games, brings people together. And, just talking about the sport of football, there's so much to talk about on every play. There's so much to talk about, and there's obviously a lot of plays in every game, and so many things can impact the outcome that, I think it's an endless source of, learning, entertainment, et cetera, and it's an incredible sport, best team sport in the world, and I'm very fortunate to have gotten an opportunity to learn about it early in my life and to have an opportunity to work here, and be a part of the game daily. It's incredible. So I owe football a lot, and love the sport, love coaching. I would like to think I'd be good at teaching other things, but football has been what I've been experienced a lot, and I love it. I think it's the best sport in the world.
Last question,
Was he
Brian.
strict on your grades? Was he checking your report cards? Was he strict on your grades too?
We had some tough conversations, but my mom was strict as well. So
Thanks, Brian.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
thanks, guys.